In this video, we are going to go over how to graph systems of linear equations. So in order to graph systems of equations, we have to remember how to graph linear equations. So let's first review our graphing form, which is this y equals mx plus b. Remember that m is our slope, and we're always going to write it as a fraction, and then our top number is going to be our up-down distance, and our bottom number is going to be, well, just our right distance, really. If it's a positive on top, it's going to go up. If it's a negative on the top, it's going to go down. Our b is our y-intercept, and this is where we start our graph on the y-axis. So let's look at this first example. So I'm going to start on the y at 3. Then I see I have a slope of negative 2 over 1. So I'm going to go down to right 1, down to right 1, down to right 1, down to right 1. Remembering that I can always go backwards and go up to left 1, up to left 1 to complete my line. And so this is what my line will look like. Now in number 2, we're given a graph or an equation and not in graphing form. So my first step is I need to solve for y. So to solve for y, the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 2x. I'm going to put the negative 2x in front of the 9 because I want it to be y equals mx plus b. So I want the x to be first. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Y is going to equal negative, well, 2 doesn't divide 3, so negative 2/3 x. That should be a 3 plus 3. So similarly, I'm going to start at 3 on the y. And then my slope is going to be down to right 3. I can also go up to left 3 to connect to the rest of my points. All right, so now that we've reviewed how to graph a line, now we're going to learn how to graph a system of equations. So when we're graphing a system of equations, we're going to graph 2 lines or more sometimes on the same graph and see where they intersect to find my solution. So let's look at number 3. So I'm going to graph this first line in red. So I'm going to go start at negative 2 on the y. Then I have a positive slope. So I'm going to go up 3, right 2. So up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2, up 3, right 2. I can also go down 3, left 2 to finish my line. I'm going to graph my second line in blue. My slope here is negative 1, so I'm starting at 3 on the y, and then my slope is negative 1 over 1, so I'm going to go down 1, right 1. So down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Now when we're graphing systems of equations by hand, I'm almost always, I won't say always, but going to give you ones where they should cross at a nice point like they do here. So now I can see that I have a solution right here, and I'm going to write that solution on my line as an ordered pair, so it'd be x is 2 and y is 1, so it'd be 2, 1. All right, number 4, we're given a similar situation, but now it's kind of like number 2 where I need to rewrite these in graphing form. So I'm going to take 2x minus 3y equals 6, and I'm going to solve for y. So first I'm going to minus 2x. I'm going to put that negative 2x in front of the 6. Then I'm going to divide by negative 3. Y is going to equal, well, negative 2 divided by negative 3 is positive 2 over 3. And so this is what my first line is going to look like. So I'm starting at negative 2, and I'm going to go up to right 3. So we'll start at negative 2, up to right 3, up to right 3, up to right 3. You can also go down to left 3, down to left 3, down to left 3. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing, but with the second equation. So I have negative 3x plus y equals 5. So negative 3x means I would add 3x, so y is going to equal 3x plus 5. So I'm going to start at 5 on the y. My slope is 3 over 1, so I'm going to go up 3, right 1. And that's about all I can fit, so then I'm going to go down 3, left 1. And so I can see my solution is right here at negative 1, 2, 3, negative 4. So negative 3 comma negative 4. All right, so what if I gave us a point and said, is this point a solution to the following system of equations? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug the point into each equation. And then we're going to see if it truly holds equal. So remember, this is x and this is y. So we're going to have 4 times 5 minus 2 times negative 2, and that needs to equal 24. So I'm going to have 20 plus 4 equals 24. Well, that's true. Now let's check it for the second equation. So 15 plus negative 8 equals 6. Well, that's not true because 15 plus negative 8 equals 7. So no, 5, negative 2 is not a solution to this system because it has to work for both equations. Now let's check it for this one. So negative 3 times negative 5, right? Negative 5. Nope. Positive 5, negative 2. Positive 5, negative 2. So we have negative 15 plus 4 equals negative 11. Well, that's true. And then 25 plus 2 equals 27. Also true. So yes, that point is a solution for number 6. All right, in number 7 and 8, we were to do these on the graphing calculator. So if you're watching this video, I will have to review this with you separately. But essentially, if you have a TI calculator, you're going to go to your Y equals button on the top left corner. Then you're going to go to second trace. And you're going to use option number 5, which says intersection. And then you're going to hit enter 3 times. And so we can talk about 7 and 8 in person. Something else we need to know is, will a system of equations have only one unique solution? The answer is no. So let's talk about that. I actually have 3 different scenarios that can happen when we graph a system of equations. So one scenario is that if I graph 2 lines, I'm going to get one solution. Another scenario is that if I graph 2 lines, they're going to end up being parallel. And when I get parallel lines, that means I'm going to have no solution. I could also have the 2 lines really end up being the same line. So when we end up with the same line, we call that infinitely many solutions because the lines completely overlap, so really every point on the line is a solution. All right, the last thing we're going to look at is this table. So it's saying for what values of x, so they want to know what x equals, are the functions equal. So if I see where my functions are equal, and x is 1 when my functions are equal. And so what this means is basically we're having a function and another function, and they're crossing here at 1, negative 4. So what's the solution to the system? It'd be 1, negative 4, because for whatever x, the y's are the same.